Hello everyone, my name is Bobmich and welcome to the 3.4 PTU. So, now we have some new ships to play with and we have lots of new missions and overall improvements, and I'm going to go through them with you in the next few videos. But to start us off, I thought I'd do something nice and simple and quick. So, I'm in a 600i, and the 600i is nothing new, you may say, and you'd be correct. However, the 600i that I'm in has some changes. That's because this is not the 600i Exploration, this is the 600i Touring, which has been brought to us in this build. So, as you can see, once you step through here, you no longer see through into the large scanning rooms, but you can see into this very sort of motelish, sort of wooden overlook area on this balcony. And this is the alternate touring module for the 600i as opposed to the Explorer module. So you no longer get the two scanning stations, which are normally over here, and you don't have the giant blue globe, and you don't have the cargo bay down there with the ramp that you can use to load vehicles. Instead, you have what's essentially a sort of a bedroom and lounge area for guests, be they, you know, other org members or VIPs. So we'll have a look in one of the bedrooms. So there's 4 of them, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all the same layout. So you've got a malfunctioning light. Maybe the one with the malfunctioning light isn't the one to have a look in, but you get the generic idea. Let's go in one of the ones with the less faulty light. I'm besmirching Origin's name. Here we go, this one's a bit more sort of pleasant looking. So each of these rooms is the same, they're just mirrored. And you get a big toilet area, kind of similar to what the captain gets in his quarters. He's got a shower, and you've got some kind of panels, a control panel, maybe for the shower, maybe for other things. You got a mirror. Unfortunately, all of our characters are still vampires, they don't have reflections. You get a sink, you get a little towel rack down there, and you get the toilet. And now you just get a big bed in Freelancer Max Orange, someone was calling it on Reddit, which is quite funny. And you get a little sort of bedside shelf area. We'll just navigate through here because all these rooms are exactly the same. As I said, they're just mirrored. And we'll go into this one as well, just mirrored the other way. You'd get a sort of a clothes rack as well, so you can hang your uniform / clothing. And then if we go down here, you can see we've got this awesome looking sort of balcony area that goes down into this lovely winding staircase, which surrounds a shrubbery going down into an extended lounge area. So you have this big plant area here, and you've got these sort of corner end tables. You've got a bunch of seats that can all be sat on, as you can see. And you've got some more plants in the back there, and then probably the coolest bit is you got a big panel to view through the floor, which I'm currently just over Hurston, so you can see Hurston through the floor there. Now, this of course replaces the Exploration module, and this is Origin's answer to compete with the RSI Constellation Phoenix. So what do I think? Well, I like it. It does give that luxury feel, but kind of the same comments that we said about the 600i with the Exploration version is that it all feels too clinical, if that makes sense. It's all very sort of operating theatre-ish, you know. There is absolutely no blemish on anything, and whilst that's cool because you are paying for, you know, the upscaled interior and everything, this just doesn't feel realistic to me, if that makes sense. Like, when you're on the surface of a planet or a moon, the plants look great. The plants here look like they're made of plastic, even though they are waving in some kind of unevidenced wind, and you can't get in there. That's behind a glass cabinet, by the way. So yeah, and a lack of fish tanks, because I'm a fish tank person, irks me. And my main complaint is that you can't see out at all. You just have this big panel in the floor, which is cool, don't get me wrong. You know, it's cool to look down and see the world below you, but the Phoenix has the fantastic giant skylight that goes along the length of the hull, And then it's got the 2 giant panoramic windows. The Phoenix also has carpet. This has just got like wooden decking throughout the whole thing. You know, it doesn't feel like it's giving a sense of a homely comfort. If that's the kind of feeling I'm trying to convey, I hope you understand what I'm saying, you know. You also get the added thing here, or rather the loss, that you don't have a little bit extra cargo space. And of course you lose the ramp, because where I'm stood now on this big glass panel is where the ramp would be to bring a vehicle on board. So whilst this is a touring ship, you no longer have the option to bring a touring vehicle on board, be that a rover or some kind of Gravelo vehicle, you know, that might be an Origin X1 in the near future, or the Origin rover when we eventually get it. Apart from that, there's just like those little complaints. It's still very cool, but when it comes to a touring vehicle, I still prefer my Constellation Phoenix by a wide margin. Other than that, it still has the same crew quarters that needs to be revamped, let's face it, and it's still got the big deck above with the bar and the pool table in the back section. It's good, I like it, but I still prefer my Connie. For, you know, if I want to take people places, I can understand people's perspectives when you're on a journey somewhere. You know, sometimes you don't want to have to look outside and see everything going by. You know, in this ship you could just come down into here, get your drinks from the bar, get paralytically drunk on all those lounges there, come upstairs, pass out, and you wouldn't have to worry about your journey until you got there. But for me, I like the ability in the Constellation Phoenix to look out and see the planet that you're landing on, or the cities whizzing past and things, you know. And the bedrooms just feel a little too Spartan as well. I like that they've got, you know, the panelling and everything around the outside, and they've got a little utility table, but I just missed my fish tank. I love my fish tanks, I'm sorry. So apart from that, yeah, it's just those few complaints. But what do you guys think? Let me know, and I will carry on with the other new ships that we've got, because we've got some other ones to look at, and we have a lot of missions to look at as well. So we're going to go through and do some of those. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.